They often say that public speaking is one of the great fears of most of the population. I actually love it. I enjoy preparing the presentation. I love being on stage, and I'm unashamedly a salesman. But if you're going to be on a stage, you have to make sure that you're performing and that you're entertaining, because I know for certain that I've never bored anybody into buying anything. I've had some memorable moments. I had the great privilege of being invited to go to the US Masters Golf in Augusta, Georgia, and do a speech to the Fortune 500 chief executives. And that was a terrific experience, because not only meeting all of those fabulous business people, but also enjoying the golf for 4 days. Another memorable speech was being invited to go to Fort Bragg in North Carolina, the home of the US Army Special Forces, the Green Berets. And there I was at the John F. Kennedy Special Warfare Center, addressing 600 officers and their wives at their annual winter formal ball. 600 officers dressed in their dress blues, pearl-handled revolvers, swords, the whole bit. And it was an amazing experience, not only because, again, the people that I got to meet, but I got to do a parachute jump with the Golden Knights. I got to go out on the military range and fire all of their equipment. And for the first time, I actually got an understanding about the passion that these people have and how important the job is that they do, and also made some lifelong friendships out of it. The other people that I really enjoy doing presentations to is I really like working with young people. I love doing workshops with people who have a thirst for knowledge, because I remember what it was like when I was a kid. I had a thirst for knowledge. I didn't have a very good education. And what I realised after about 7 or 8 years was that what tends to happen is you leave school and you've got a certain level of education, and then you have this much responsibility when you start working. But as your responsibility goes, at a certain point, if you haven't continued to educate yourself, your responsibility exceeds your level of education. And the degree to which your responsibility exceeds your education is called burden. The only way that you can manage that is to work longer hours, to carry it around on your back, to work harder. So I admire people who want to continue to educate themselves, and that's why I like working with people in workshops, because I know that they want to embrace these things to further their knowledge and to become better at what they do, and hopefully have a better balance in their lives. I think if you've got to put together a good speech, first of all, it's got to be relevant to the audience. You've got to know your audience and what is it they're looking for. I think it's a sin when people turn up with their pat presentation that they've had in their bag, and it's the same presentation they give over and over again. I think that's terribly selfish. So know your audience and understand what it is they want to get from the presentation. Second thing is to put everything in the right order. You're going to tell a story, and things are going to lead from one to the other. So they have to be a natural series of building blocks. The third thing is I always try to inject humour. People love humour. They want to have a laugh. They want to be entertained. And the fourth thing is that I do try to be engaging, and I generally do that by using anecdotes. People love stories. People love war stories. They want to find out what happened. Not only what went right, but also sometimes what went wrong. So make it entertaining, make it relevant, have a logical flow to it.